Want to record? Okay, I believe is it recording?
Yes.
Okay, yes it is. Good morning welcome to Morningside Elementary School. Welcome to Morningside. Welcome to Morningside Elementary School located in Delano, California. I am proud to be the principal at Home of the Mariners. We work diligently to maintain our great daily attendance and to provide activities to improve our school culture.
We attribute our low chronic absenteeism and suspension rates to our parent participation, continued development of positive school culture, and incentives to motivate students.
Again, welcome to Morningside. I am the principal, Ricardo Chavez, and my VP is Shirley Gibbs. I would like to thank our superintendent, Rosalina Rivera, the board of trustees, our superintendent's CAB for their continued support. They provide us with anything that we need to be successful in academics, as well as refining our culture in our learning community. We would like to present to you today the school's demographics, identifying a need, sharing a strategy to address chronic absences and suspension rates, and we also would like to present our Sail to Success model. Our demographics, we do have a total enrollment of 554 students. Our social economically disadvantaged is at 63%. We have 27% English learners, and we serve TK through 5th grade. Morningside was established in 2000. We are located in the northeast part of Delano. Morningside has received the honor of Distinguished School in 2006 and also in 2020. We do have a 99.3% minority enrollment. Of that, we have 75.1% of our Hispanics and 21.1% are Filipino. So that takes up about 96.2% of our population. I would like to present to you the data that we started that helped us develop our Sail to Success model. When we first started with the SBAC results, we looked at 2014-15 year, and we compared it to 2015-16 year. We were not pleased with our results. You know, we felt that we did a lot of work for very little change, and so we went from 41% to 48%, which was acceptable. We were looking at probably a 10% growth. And then we looked at the third year, 2016 to 2017. We went down, but that transition down was because the curriculum was changing, and also we started looking at, we didn't have it identified at that time, but spring of 2016, we started looking at our approach and how we were going to utilize the PDs to our advantage. So this was in language arts. In math, you could see pretty much the same trend. We started off with 30% of our students meeting or exceeding in 2014 and 15, and then pretty much 4% growth the following year, and then a 0.71 growth the following year. So again, we started the model in 2016. Leadership as well as grade levels, we were sharing and communicating a lot. And the general concerns were that test scores were stagnated for 3 years. Teachers felt that they're receiving an abundance of training, but that training, they were not showing the results of the trainings. And then attendance, we started seeing a dip in attendance those years. And so we were just concerned, okay, and we understand, and research shows that students in seat, would have an impact or positive impact on students' learning. So again, we had to find a way to get our students to attend school. Administration, leadership, and grade levels, we all agreed that they would attend Saturday school as long as the teachers were allowed more time to plan. So we planned 6 PDs. 4 of those PDs would be a PD plus planning. And then 2 of the Saturdays were utilized to provide feedback, to provide the results, to see if these changes were having an impact on learning. We also targeted to improve our attendance by 0.5 or 1%. We also looked at the teachers, that they would have to take the role of contacting parents and start developing a rapport with the parents via email, class dojo, parent conferences. And also teachers agreed to be the first contact regarding student engagement or minor classroom behavior updates. Anything more serious, of course, that would be administration's responsibility. Also, grade levels, felt that it was necessary to make those contacts with those parents and get to know them. We also utilized the CAS, the claims, the targets, the blueprints that are provided to understand the essential standards. And it's very important that the grade levels know which standards are need more attention. And the number one thing, people laugh, but it was non-negotiable. Teachers felt that they needed their burritos, their donuts, and plenty of coffee for that day. So as we saw, when I first started here at Morningside, we had about 65 to 67% of our teachers showing up for PDs. But as we went on and as grade levels started experiencing success, we had 99% of our teachers showing up. So we had at least 2 teachers per grade level represented at every meeting. So this was successful. And again, it was helping us meet the small steps that we wanted to take. The next area is our goal to improve daily attendance. And I would like Mrs. Gibbs to go ahead and share what we did here at Morningside.
So we wanted to create a plan to improve our attendance. In the beginning, we had a high attendance of 96 to 97, and we wanted to improve our attendance by 0.5 to 1%. How we accomplished that was we created a culture of family. Our students and parents are greeted at both entrances to our school. And usually by name. We know our parents, we know our students. We also have our morning announcements. And prior to the pandemic, our parents were allowed to come and listen to the morning announcements with their students because we had an open campus. That helped foster our culture of family, and also it promoted collaboration between parents and staff because teachers had an opportunity to visit with parents during that time. We also had our parents sign up for Class Dojo. We had almost 100% of our parents sign up for Class Dojo, and so our teachers are able to communicate with them via Class Dojo. And then another way that we helped improve attendance was we scheduled activities and incentives for our students that attended on a daily basis or had very good attendance. Some of those activities included small class dances in our multi-purpose room. They had just a variety of activities, and the students really looked forward to that. And by improving our attendance, that also helped improve our suspension rate. Some of the things that we do to decrease our suspension rate was that we have good communication between staff and administration. Our teachers know that they can call us anytime, so that we can prevent things that are happening in the classroom. We respond in a timely manner. And the way that happens is that our teachers can enter into our Aries discipline, and that automatically goes to both of our phones. So what we can do is then we walk to the classroom. We don't necessarily pull students into the office. We go visit our students. We do walk-in talks with our students so that the students know that we're here to help keep them in school. And then we also foster a positive relationship between school and parents by just calling and checking in to see how students are doing. We also offer a program called Loving Solutions, and that just helps strengthen parenting skills so that parents had a way to communicate better with their student and promote positive behavior, not only here in school, but also at home. Mr. Chavez?
Okay, and as you can see, just after a couple of years of utilizing what we call the cell model, we did see a positive impact, first of all, with the chronic absences, and this then to the decrease in suspensions. We did in 2017, we had 1.1 of our students had chronic absency. The rate was 1.1. And then it dropped in 2018, and then again in 2019. So we had a decrease of 0.7%, which the average for the 3 years was 0.73. And then also, as I stated earlier, that had an impact on our suspensions. Kids were coming to school, they were hearing the message, they were hearing the morning announcements. So that lends itself to them following the rules. And again, for 3 years, we have an average of 0% suspensions. So Cell to Success is a systematic approach. Again, it's just a way that we put things together. The acronym of CEL is support for students, staff, and parents, guardians. And this lends itself to professional development opportunities allowed to grade level academic needs. The A is to analyze their own teaching in order to determine any areas of growth in the methodology. So again, they would analyze new information to adapt it to the current practices, and then they would make necessary changes. Initiate, teachers are provided ongoing collaboration time to initiate lesson development. And again, it's just making sure that the newly learned teaching strategies and or adjustments needed to be made to the lessons. And then the launch is basically the teachers would have their implementation plan prepared, meaning that their instructional plan, then they were ready to launch the initiatives in the classroom with the goal of effective instruction from the outset. So the big key is this last bullet is that stay with the plan and be consistent. So once we developed this plan, we made sure that we followed it for the following years. And we did see success from doing that. Again, there's sometimes we want to make those changes right away if we don't see the success, but we stuck to the plan. And as soon as we open up thoroughly, we're going to go back to that plan where we have the 6 on-campus PDs with planning and things of that nature. In a nutshell, Cell to Success is a support, analyze, initiate, launch. Cell to Success is an ongoing systematic approach and implementation. So we just continue, it's just a cycle, basically, data analysis, professional development, planning, and then implementation. The most basic and essential component of Cell model is support for students, for staff, and for parents. And we also get support, as I stated earlier, from the district office. Our superintendent is great at providing support for the campuses. And then Morningside has created a culture in which collaborative support for all stakeholders is a norm. And then staff establishes and maintains a learning environment for high expectations for all students. And again, I'll continue saying this, the follow-up professional development sessions are scheduled so that as needed to refine and to enhance the school-wide practices that we have here at Morningside. This is just a Saturday PD. I believe this one had to deal with math talk or number talk. And again, teachers were sitting in the grade levels going over a plan on how to implement the number talk. So as a result, we did see some improvement. And I showed you earlier that we did have our 3 years of stagnation, but in 16-17, as you remember, it was a 46.13 in ELA. And then in 2017-18, it jumped up to 56.95. And then again in 2018-2019, it jumped up to 61.02. And math did also, we also showed an increase in the results. In 16-17, there was 34.71 that met or exceeded. And then 2017-18, we had 40.69. And then in 2018-19, we had a 51.17 of our students meeting or exceeding. So that was a 10.48% growth. And a lot of this lends itself to, you know, as stated earlier, we stuck to the plan. This helped us become a distinguished school again. It also helped us reach the I2S platform for chronic absences and suspensions. And then we were just recently notified that we are a best elementary school. We were notified by the U.S. News and World Report. So again, it's just an honor. The staff works hard. We work as a team. And again, we do believe culture is very important and support for everyone. And that's how we've attained our success. So again, this is the staff. This is Morningside's instructional staff. And if you do have any questions or if you'd like to get in touch with Morningside, this is my email. This is the phone number. Also, if I don't have it printed out here, but you can also have sgibbs@duesd.org if you'd like to reach out to her. And again, thank you for listening. Have a nice day.